I am learning hard.
So now let's look at one more fraction. We have 4 over 8 times 16 over 4. Now this is a proper fraction and this is an improper fraction. So now let's reduce these fractions. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So that 4 crosses out 4. Now I have 8 and I have 16. So you can choose to do 2 divided by 2. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Then you divide by 2 again. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Reduce again. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So I have 2 and 1 at the top, and then 1 and 1 at the bottom. So 1 times 2 is 2 over 1 times 1 is 1. Now I'm left, my fraction at the end of the day is 2 over 1. Now this is something to note. Whenever you have a fraction with a number on top and a number and 1 at the bottom, the answer is the numerator. So what I mean is 2 over 1 is the same thing as 2. 15 over 1 is the same thing as 15. 14 over 1 is equal to 14. So any number divided by 1 is equal to that number. Any number over 1 is equal to that number. Yeah, that's it. Now let's look at division of fractions. So you have fraction like 2 over 5 divided by 4 over 10. Now for division of fraction, it gets interesting. Now always keep this in mind. K, C, F. K, C, F. K is for keep. C is for change. And F is for flip. Please don't forget KCF. Now, when we have a division of fraction, we have to do KCF. What does KCF mean? KCF means you keep the first fraction as it is, you change the sign, and then you flip the second fraction. So 2 over 5, we've kept it as it is. Now, your division sign always changes to a multiplication in your fraction division. So division changes to multiplication. So we've changed, and then the last one is flip. So we flip this, and this becomes 10 over 4. Now this takes us back to, it now automatically changes from a division question to a multiplication question. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, 4 divided by 2 is 2, 5 divided by 5 is 1, 10 divided by 5 is 2. So I have 2 over 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, 2 divided by 2 is 1. I have 1 over 1, which is equal to 1. Exactly. So we're going to do another one. All right, so let's look at another fraction. 5 over 9 divided by 10 over 27. Remember, KCF. You keep the first one as it is, you change the division sign to multiplication, and you flip the second fraction. So I have 5 over 9 times, that sign changes to multiplication, and then we flip the other one, 27 over 10. Now let's reduce our fractions. 5 will go here 1 time, 5 will go in 10 2 times. 9 will go in 9 1 time, 9 will go in 27 3 times. So I have 1 times 3, which is 3, over 1 times 2, which is 2. So my answer to this question is 3 over 2. Now, except you are asked to leave the answer as an improper fraction, please always change it to a mixed number. Now, in case you're struggling with changing fractions, improper fractions to a mixed number, you can check the link below for the video where I explained in details how to convert from improper fractions to mixed fractions. So now let's convert 3 over 2 to a mixed fraction. 2 will go in 3 one time. That's my whole number. My remainder is 1 over 2. And that's how you do fraction division. So the next thing that we're going to be looking at is multiplying fractions with whole numbers. So for example, I have a fraction like 3 over 8 times 3. So that's a fraction multiplied by a whole number. How do I do that? So 3 over 8 times 3. Now the first thing that you want to do is you want to change your whole number to a fraction. And the way to change any whole number to a fraction is to put it over 1. That's it. So this 3 becomes 3 over 1. Now I can reduce this fraction and then multiply. As we can see, we have 3, 3, and 8. There is really no way to reduce this fraction. So what we can do is to multiply. So 3 times 3 is 9 over 8 times 1 is 8. Now this is an improper fraction. Let's change it to a mixed fraction. It's going 9 one time, remainder 1 over my denominator remains the same, 8. So that's 3 over 8 times 3. Now the next fraction that we're going to look at is 20 over 6 times 5. So let's look at this fraction. The exact same rule applies. Change that whole number to a fraction just by doing over 1. And then now you can reduce and multiply. So this is 20 and this is 6. These two fractions can be reduced by 2. 2 will go in 20 10 times. 2 will go here 3 times. So I have 10 times 5, which is 50 over 3 times 1 is 3. Now, I have 50 over 3. That is an improper fraction. Now, let's change together to a mixed fraction. How many times can 3 go in 50? How many 3s can you find in 50? 3 is going to go in 50 16 times. And we're going to be left with 2. So 16, 2 over, my denominator remains the same, 3. So that's the answer to that question. Now we're going to do one more multiplication of a fraction and a whole number, just so that you understand it completely. 9 over 12 times 8. What I say? Change that to a fraction over 1. So 9 over 12 times 8 over 1. Now we reduce, which is the next thing that we will do. 4 will go in 8 2 times, 4 will go in 12 3 times. I can still reduce. I have 9 here, I have 3 here. They're both divisible by 3. 3 will go in 3 1 time, 3 9 3 times. So we're done. We can no longer reduce. Now I have 3 here, 2 here, 1 and 1. So it's time to multiply. 3 times 2 is 6 over 1 times 1 is 1. 6 over 1 is the same thing as 6. And that's how you multiply a fraction and a whole number. What if you're asked to find 3 over 10 of 30? So that's fraction of quantities. So find 3 over 10 of 30. How do you solve this question? It's very easy. First thing that you're going to do is write your first fraction, which is 3 over 10. Of in numeracy is the same thing as multiplication. So that means 3 over 10 times 30. Remember, it's a whole number, so we change it to a fraction by just putting it over 1. So 30 over 1. Now we reduce and then multiply. 10 will go in 10 one time, 10 will go in 30 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 1 is 1. 9 over 1 is the same thing as 9. So 3 over 10 of 30 is 9. Let's do another one. 2 over 4 of 12. So the first thing we're going to do, write out your fraction, 2 over 4, just as it is. Change off to multiplication. And then 12 changes to a fraction by putting it over 1. 4 will go here 1 time, 4 will go in 12 3 times. Now let's multiply. 2 times 3 is 6 over 1 times 1 is 1, which is equal to 6. Should we do one more? Okay, let's do one more. Now, let's do 8 over 9 of 72. So I have 8 over 9 times 72 over 1. Now, let's reduce this fraction. 9 will go here 1 time. 9 will go in 72 8 times. Now I have 8. 8 times 8 is 64 over 1 times 1 is 1, which is equal to exactly 64. What if you needed to divide a fraction by a whole number? For example, 9 over 18 divided by 27. How would you do it? Oh, let's do it together. So I have 9 over 18 divided by 27. Now, the first thing that you do is you change here this 27, which is a whole number, to a fraction just by doing over 1. Now, automatically we have two fractions and we're to divide them. So we use our rule KCF, which is you keep the first fraction as it is, 9 over 18. You change the sign from division to multiplication, and then you flip the second fraction, which is 27 over 1, now becomes 1 over 27. Then we reduce. 9 will go here 1 time, 9 will go in 27 3 times. So I have 1 times 1, which is 1, and then 18 times 1, which is 54. So let's try another fraction. 5 over 7 divided by 20. Now, the first thing that you want to do is you want to change this whole number to a fraction by putting it over 1. Now, we have two fractions and it's easy to divide both. Now, we use our KCF. KCF means that we keep the first fraction as it is, we change our division sign to our multiplication, and then we flip this fraction. So 20 over 1 becomes 1 over 20. Now it's time to reduce this fraction. So we reduce and then multiply. 5 will go in 5 1 time, 5 will go in 24 times. So I have 1 times 1, 1 over 7 times 4, 28. Now let's do one more. 21 over 24 divided by 3. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to just a fraction. So I'm going to put it over 1. So we do KCF, meaning that we keep the first fraction as it is. We change our division sign to our multiplication, and then we flip the next fraction. So 3 over 1 becomes 1 over 3. Now let's reduce. 3 will go here 1 time, 3 will go in 21 7 times. Now it's time to multiply. 7 times 1 is 7 over 24 times 1 is 24. And that's how you divide a fraction by a whole number.
I am learning with I am Learning Hub.